Hi, I'm Skip McAllister. This is my wife, Misty McAllister. We're Lila Kate McAllister's parents and the co-founders of the Lila Kate Memorial Fund. So the Lila Kate story starts back in 2009. Misty and I decided to have another child, and got really excited about that. Misty, you were probably 30,
40.
40.
I was 40.
So we knew we had to get some, talk with some medical professionals, and all that went well. And so that in March of 2010, God blessed us with Lila Kate. She was born with Down syndrome, which we had no idea. The preliminary test that we did all came back good. There was one that maybe
Well, we went to Little Rock to a specialist, and they did a lot of tests, and he said everything was great.
Yeah.
And then one of my blood work came back where it was a higher chance of having a child with Down syndrome.
But we really weren't concerned. So at the time, just a few minutes after delivery, that's when we were informed she had Down syndrome. She also had a heart defect called complete AV canal defect, which required corrective surgery at 6 months old, 7 months old.
3 months.
Was it 3 months old?
Yeah, she was 3 months old.
And then she also had a condition called pulmonary hypertension, and that's just like all the arteries that go from the heart to the lungs were very constricted. And they told us from day one they could not cure that, but it was treatable. So our first 2.5 years were just really tough. I mean, she was on oxygen 24 hours a day. We were told, she can't handle a common cold, so we, got really reclusive. We didn't do a lot those first 2 years as a family because we didn't want to expose her. Had to go to Children's Hospital every 2 weeks, wasn't it? Yep, every 2 weeks for checkups.
I think it was every week for a long time.
Probably for a year.
Every Friday.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time at Arkansas Children's Hospital. But she was getting stronger. Again, had the heart surgery at 3 months, and they corrected that. But she was still, she still had this pulmonary hypertension that it caused her lungs to be really weak.
The doctors were hoping that with the correction that the pulmonary hypertension would go down, and it never did. So they had to find some kind of medicine to. Finally, they found something that would help it go down.
Yeah,
and it did start going down.
It did
eventually.
It did. So when she was about 2.5, we took her there and they did their test, and they came in and said that Lila Kate doesn't have to be on oxygen just
24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, just at night. And I mean, that was just such a relief. We were like, man, we can be normal now. So that's when we
semi-normal.
Yeah, semi-normal. But that was at that time. She was about 2.5. That's when we got to introduce Lila Kate to Hot Springs, and Hot Springs got to meet a really cool little girl. She just really became a rock star. Her personality was just so Jesus-like. She loved everybody. Just always smiling.
Never met a stranger.
Always smiling, hugging everybody, patting you on the back.
She would give the best hugs and pat everybody on the back, and everybody felt so special.
When you got a hug,
she loved on them.
Yeah, when you got a hug from Lila Kate, you were getting everything she had. A trip to Walmart, a 30-minute trip to Walmart would turn into an hour because everybody wanted to see her and she wanted to see everybody. So when at 5 years old is when she had developed pneumonia.
Well, she was almost 5. She would have been 5.
Yeah, almost 5. But yeah, she developed pneumonia, which she had some, a couple times, well, more than a couple times, several times before.
With RSV.
Yeah, with RSV, and God just called her home.
The combination of the two, bless her little heart, she just couldn't.
She just couldn't overcome it.
They tried. They put her on a vent, and once they put her on the vent, she just.
It was so. Shortly, within the first week, Misty and her friend Kim, who's also on our board, they get all the credit for the Lila Cape Memorial
No.
Fund. You really do, because y'all were running, doing races, and they were on our couch one night. Again, this was probably a week after we lost her, and they said, you know what, we're gonna have a race, and we're gonna raise money for special needs kids. And man, that's where it took off. We formed a board, got a date for the race, which is kind of a cool story. Misty wanted it to be March 31st because Down syndrome.
March 21st.
21st, yes.
So she died in January, and we had the first race in March.
Yeah, but it was very
March
important.
21st,
Yeah.
321, which trisomy 21. That's me.
Yeah.
So
That's for Down syndrome. It's 3 copies of the 21st chromosome. So it was very important for us to have it 321, March 21st. So we got it pulled together, started getting our sponsors lined up, and that first race was 2015. Did not have it last year, but had the poker run. And Futrell Marine has been our biggest supporter since
day one.
day one. It's just been incredible. Together, the fund we've probably raised and given away, I'm going to guess, $530,000. Futrell Marine has raised, and I'm probably $120,000 to $130,000 over the years. So we support about 10 different organizations. Most of them deal with special needs kids, and they're all local here.
And the others are
really
just dear to our heart.
Yeah,
Things
there's a
that
few other ones.
mean a lot to us.
But all the organizations are in Central Arkansas, primarily around Hot Springs. And once we started building relationships with them, those organizations, they just don't have a lot of money, and so we've been supporting them since day one. And it's just to see what we're doing with those kids is just amazing, and we just couldn't do it without Futrell Marine. I always tell people, we cannot do what we do at the level we do it if it wasn't for Futrell Marine. All right, thank you guys, and we hope to see you all July 26th at Futrell Marine for the 5th annual poker run. Misty, can you tell everyone about the poker run?
So you can sign up you can go on Facebook on Futrell Marine, go to Futrell Marine's Facebook page. You can sign up, you can call them, just sign up, and or you can just sign up Saturday when you come. And it's so much fun. I actually get on the boat and go do the poker run. Not that I know how to play poker at all, but it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of wonderful people here that you'll see, and you'll have a blast.
And the staff at Futrell Marine is top notch.
Yes.
They're so professional. They just care so much about the Lila Cape Memorial Fund, and I just love to come and just hang out and just be a part of it, because
it's a fun party.
it's just
Come on.
just a wonderful group of people to be around.